The Virginia Department of Education's final guidance on cell phone use in schools came out today. The policy says students' phones should be turned off and put away from first bell to last bell. 10 News reporter Samuel King is working for you with how the state responded to concerns from parents.
The VDOE says it received more than 6,000 public comments about the rules, with most concerns falling into three themes. One was medical needs, specifically students who use phone-based apps for health monitoring. Some exceptions will be allowed, but those must be approved by a school nurse, director of student services, or a superintendent's designee. And viable alternatives to using cell phones or electronic devices should also be explored. Second, and this one came from the students themselves, as you might expect, was the use of phones during school lunch periods. Many school divisions allow this even if they ban phones during other parts of the school day. Well, state officials said no, citing research that most students report being distracted and that they receive more than 200 notifications a day on their smartphones. Officials said it is, quote, essential that students have the opportunity to develop face-to-face conversation skills and critical in-person communication skills during unstructured school hours. And the third theme was a big one. We're talking here about communication during emergencies and non-emergencies. The report found gaps in parent, teacher, and school communication that left parents feeling like they must directly communicate with their child during school hours. So the guidance directs school divisions to develop and share policies about staff training to deal with crisis, reunification policies, and family notification policies during crisis situations. Family-based emergencies should be communicated directly with the school's front office, and schools should set up non-emergency communication protocols, for things like changes in schedules or forgotten items. The suggestion is a dedicated, monitored email for families. School divisions now have to review their existing policies to make sure they align and implement the new statewide policies by January 1st. Then the state will review the process at the end of the school year for possible refinement and improvement. Samuel King, 10 News, working for you.